Welcome back for match one. This is Old Man Poole. We have won the die roll, as is correct. And this hand looks pretty good. We've got the Omni Eternal Lethal Sting combination. We might be able to just ride that to victory. Let's go ahead and keep. Can't play the Manticore Eternal as of now, and we are running not tons of mountains, so this might be a little bit hard to play. Slitherblade. It's interesting. Makes me a little bit worried. Is there a world where we cycle the Scorpion here? Don't hate it. I don't know if we need to either, though. Okay. Blue-red tempo is most likely. Firebrand Archer. So let's see. Next turn we play Omni Eternal. Turn after that we play Lethal Sting, probably. Unless the Omni Eternal dies, although it's not real likely unless he's got like an unsummon or something. Don't think we're cycling here. Even if we don't find lands, we're okay. And if we find lands, we'd rather not, so. Play the Eternal. And pass back. Okay, swings with the Slitherblade. Sorry if you guys can hear that construction outside. They've been building a Winco outside my house for as long as I can remember. Definitely a little bit loud. Alright, Survival's Encampment's a good draw. So we could swing with both and just Torment of Venom one of them away. I think I like that best. We could also use the Lethal Sting, kill off one and get in that way. But I kind of like trying for the 2-for-1. He has Unsummon, it's a little bit rough, but not even that bad. We use Lethal Sting right now, it's a little bit better against Unsummon. Maybe that's better. Lethal Torment of Venom being instant speed is kind of a big deal. It's a little bit less mana efficient if we do it this way, but yeah, I don't hate it. Let's go ahead and kill the Eternal. It's definitely more dangerous. Counter there. And swing. Alright, and the Eternal gets big again. Card is a cool design. It's maybe a, well, I don't know. It's pretty high power. If they can't remove it, it does a lot of work. It's kind of funny, this is... Oop, Tormenting Voice. Okay, I don't hate that. It does take a counter on our Eternal. But that probably means he doesn't have another good follow-up play here. Otherwise, he'd just play that first. Operate. Oh, okay. I have to remember that. Okay, no play. So my opponent's looking like he's just in race mode, which is not a bad idea against the Eternal. Okay, the Mountain was actually a really good draw there, because we can drop Manticore without having to wait to tap something. But let's go ahead and get in with our Eternal. It's big again, I imagine. And we'll play a Manticore Eternal. And then we have pretty good follow-ups. I think not cycling the Wasteland Scorpion was the correct play there, the more I think about it. I mean, it's worked out for us that we did not want to use it, but I feel like that's been correct too. I put good to have like Electrify or something here. That's probably worst case scenario for us. It just kills our Eternal and gets in for 7. A fair amount. swinging. He swings like, ooh, a little bit interesting. Why would you not swing with the Firebrand Archer if you don't exert? You don't exert. You just want to leave a blocker back, I guess? He's got a trick and a blocker. I think because we have Tormented Venom in hand, I don't really want to play into a trick. This is only 3 damage. I think we're just going to take it. It's very possible he's playing Inferno Jet, in which case we're only at 5 life. Okay. With a combat trick. So I think we're just going to swing with both, see how he blocks. Can't play Inferno Jet next turn. Okay, gets that sweet afflict. Gonna pump it here. Fine if he just wants to take it. Blur Blades. Okay. Use our Torment on the Spellweaver Eternal. Don't love trading. Well, I'm okay with this actually. He puts a counter there. We take 2. 3. This shrinks down to 3/3, so they trade with each other. When it goes down to 6, we play Torment on something else. Problem is this guy's going to be pretty small next time he swings, but he still has a Afflict. He's still going to trade for something. Go down to a 3/3, then probably a 2/2 on his turn. And I'm going to kill it. 3 damage is going to be relevant here too, I think. I'm going to be pretty close to dying. We did play a land already, right? Hopefully my opponent can't kill me from here. He doesn't have the land for Inferno Jet. Isle of Knowledge is a good one. Infernals will still trade. We have 6 Afflict out there. So he actually can't even block this guy, which means he'll get big again. Yeah, I think my opponent's dead. Like double blocks there. Takes 4, this guy gets bigger. Okay. Feeling good about the way this went. My opponent, like, we had a pretty good aggressive draw though, and I think we might be in trouble if my opponent is a little bit more proactive next game. These are 2 of our most aggressive cards. Pitches Manolith. Seems fine. Okay. Ooh, alright, so he's probably just dead then. Go ahead and swing with both. Well, maybe we should just Tormented there. I don't think there's anything you can do about this. I guess maybe we don't necessarily end up having to show it to him depending on how he blocks, but... Afflict 6. That's a lot. Yeah, I probably should have just shot him. Oh, sign blocking. Sure, I don't care. I think it's big again. I don't think there's really any reason to wait. I don't know. Maybe if we don't show him this, there's some value in that. We can do it next turn if necessary, and he almost certainly can't survive. We do it for 5. Even if he draws... Yeah, he's not going to be able to live. So let's play both of these guys. Maybe not show him the Torment. Hour of Devastation. Okay. Yeah, we know he's got it now, I guess. But we will definitely kill him now. So we gained a little bit of value in waiting there. I don't think there was anything that punishes us, but... Even showed us his last couple of cards. Okay. Well, managed to win game 1 there, although I think we had a pretty good match against him. what seems good? Carrion's Preacher still doesn't seem great. Where's Born Slasher? Maybe a better question is what seems bad against my opponent. Do you think we need to be kind of fast? I think Chaos Maw and Torment are high enough power that we maybe don't have to deal with them. Maybe Decimator Beetle. It's not what we need here though. Maybe we just can't afford to be sketchy on lands. Okay. Supernatural Stamina seems okay. Against lots of removal. Ruin Rat. I think Wretched Camels are going to be better against him. Maybe bring in one of these guys as another finisher. I don't like the Manticore. I think I want Survivor's Encampment just because it's a desert and it works so well with the Deadlands, Camel, etc. So even though it is colorless, I think the desert's really important for the deck. Don't love Mummies still. Don't love Ruin Rat. Maybe just another Lethal Sting. Just kill all the things. Maybe Stamina's better. Yeah, let's bring in a Stamina. Okay. Good enough, I think. Yeah. The fact that Survivor's Encampment is a desert makes it a lot better. Oof. Well, gotta mulligan this, I think. If we don't find a land, I guess it could be red or black, but if we don't find a land, we're just in trouble. So, go ahead and mulligan. Okay, this hand's keepable. Do like the Deadlands. We just need one land, we can play Moaning Wall and then kill a bunch of things. That feels okay. Sure, we'll put that on top. Yeah, Stamina with Soul Singer is kind of a beating. You like 2 for 1 your opponent, then it comes back. Okay, there's that desert we were talking about a second ago. Skirmisher actually is probably one of the less bad things he could have. Ooh, there's our old friend Omniternal. We'll probably actually play him instead of the Moaning Wall. I'm not going to play the Deadlands until we have to. Just keep it a surprise as long as we can. Take our licks. Don't think we cycle here. No, although Moaning Wall is not great against the Initiate, but yeah, I don't think we cycle. Ooh, man, Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs would have been a great draw last turn, but a little bit too late. Yeah, this card's pretty great, especially with Lethal Stings. Just turns all the Lethal Stings into murderers a lot of the time. Wind's Rebuke, alright. Just getting the tempo swing here. Oh, my actually, both of those are things we won't be able to play for forever, so that's maybe not the worst. And I think those are both things we're happy my opponent doesn't have, so. Alright, take our licks. Magma Spray. So I don't think this changes anything. Pretty sure just play the Eternal again. My opponent gets his fancy Time Walk, but I guess it's still the best play. We may end up having to use this guy defensively this game, though, which is dramatically worse. May will, like, keep him back and trade him away. Okay, well, no swings. Could just have counter magic here. Seems not impossible. I think I'm just gonna swing. Yeah. I said I might keep him back. Well, I just love to trade this for like a card, though. Even though it's one of the maybe not super fantastic cards. He may just not have anything, too, because he's been stuck on lands, too. Alright. Let's get in there. Okay. Again, if he uses like a combat strict to finish this off, I'm pretty okay with that. I think I'm just gonna drop Wasteland Scorpion over the wall. Yeah, I think so. They sort of do the same thing for me, and Wasteland Scorpion just trades with the Initiate. We no longer have our board wipe, so definitely don't need to play around the chance of leaving some creatures out for my opponent. Counterspell? Raid. Yeah, see, I'm fine with that. 2 for 1, plus 3 damage. I guess it's 1.5 for 1, but super okay with that trade. Raid's pretty premier, too. I'm okay with that. And I'm pretty sure we just want to kind of hold on as long as we can. We have Lethal Sting, Torment of Venom, and Magma Spray. We can kill other things if we need to. Just want to maintain our life total. So you could play the wall and just be like, I mean, if you want to, you can. You have to pitch 2 cards to get through. If not, we can Lethal Sting it next turn. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Would like to find red for sure, but we're not running tons in the deck, so I can't complain too terribly. We maybe actually should have sideboarded 1 more in. Did the Eternals. Flashing for something. Maybe he's got Bolus. Oh, this feels like an odd deck for Bolus to show his head in. That's fine. Pretty sure you gotta discard actual cards, because he hasn't played tons of lands. If you wanna do that, you can. Yeah. Okay, just bring back Skirmishers, not the worst. Mountain. Hey. Do like me a mountain. So you just play the Manticore here, or we could play Magma Spray. Could play the Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs, Lethal Sting. Play Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs, just leave up Mountain. If we throw the counter on there, it's a little bit less enticing. Or I guess more enticing for my opponent to go ahead and just kill the Moaning Wall. Just pitch whatever his worst card is to get through. I don't like just playing the wall. We'll have Magma Spray. If he goes in deep with the Burning Fist Minotaur, we get to get him really bad in that case. And we can start pinging my opponent, which is not insignificant. Block, block. Yeah, let's see if he does any shenanigans. Look like it. Hey, welcome to the chat, Kenji Joe. No play. Interesting. So I guess I play the Manticore now. If I put on the wall. Still like having this guy is pretty big to block the Burning Fist Minotaur. Yeah, I kind of like getting a threat down at this point. I think I'm going to keep the Canyon Slough cycle since we got rid of the Torment and the Chaos Maw. We don't need it as much. I'm doing pretty well. How about you? Ooh, a counterspell? Use. Okay, that's actually a lot of damage. Okay. Not a small amount. Let's put this on the Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs and shoot my opponent. I guess we did see that in the first match. I wasn't really thinking about it because it didn't seem all that great. That is still, like, we haven't seen him Inferno Jet, but I'm definitely worried about my opponent playing Inferno Jet. Strategic planning. It is very possible, too, that he just plays, like, what's the word? Hour of Devastation if we end up going too far. So, like, I don't want to just blurt off my, removal to get in. Hey, thanks for following, Kenji Joe. You are the best. No play. Okay. You're gonna play that. Oh man, I didn't shoot him. That was bad. I always forget this guy. Let's go ahead and get in with the Manticore. We have double removal spell for the Burning Fists. I think we'll be able to get there. Okay. So I think we're going to use the Magma Spray. I think I'd rather keep up the Torment. The Exile is less likely to matter than the permanent counters, I think. One has F6'd. Okay. So that kind of makes me think he's got Hour of Devastation, but if he doesn't, we're in great shape. And if he does, it's not the end of the world either. We still have Tormented Venom, can cycle the Canyon Slough. And if he doesn't have it, we get to beat pretty quick. Scarab God. Ooh. Well, Magma Spray would have been good against that. We will not forget to shoot my opponent this time. Another Lethal Sting. Well, you can keep killing it and just try and force through damage. Might be the play. That 1 point of damage may end up hurting us. I think we're just gonna keep killing and hitting. If we do that 2 turns in a row, we get to Magic Room down to 4, and then maybe the wall finishes them off. This puts it in range of Magma Spray. I don't know if the Moaning Wall is gonna matter too much. This is already in range of most kill spells, but not Magma Spray, which is not insignificant. Let's hit him with the Manticore. And just hope that we've got enough tempo to see this game through. Do not forget the Wall of Pharaohs. That is the name of the game now. Okay, one gets his Scarab God back. I think we have a chance of beating my opponent's God, which is unusual. I don't think we can play both around the God and around Hour of Devastation. That's bad. Alright, well, we'll shoot my opponent. Yeah, it's unfortunate. We do get to get him discard, but that matters a lot less when he can just discard a creature and bring it back. Could have waited, but I don't know if we can play around both. Ooh, pitches the Thirst. It's interesting. Creature. Okay. This is the part where we really wish we hadn't pitched the Torment, but it is what it is. We can put the counters on right now. And I feel like we do need to keep this guy off the board as long as we can. Problem is next turn he just makes a creature. Oh man. They're just so tough to beat, and we don't have any flyers to speak of. We have a little bit of a flicked left, but not tons. I think we do it and use the Ifnir Dreadlands next turn, probably. Problem is he makes a 4/4. Yeah, Torment would have been good, but you know, it's gonna get milled sometimes. It's just the way the game works. Sometimes you hit 2 lands. My opponent hit some good stuff, like the Ruins and Winds of Rebuke, or Chandra's Defeat, rather. I kind of think we have to and just try and keep him off the board. I'm not completely sure where we go from here, but the problem is if we use the Ifnir Dreadlands, it uses up kind of all of our mana, and so we won't have tons left over to play a threat. But I think we do just have to keep killing it. We have no exile effects. Other than the Magma Spray, I guess. Which you could have kept. Could have kept it. Could have just traded there. Well, there is the Eternal. That is one of our few shots to win. I think we're just gonna play him instead of using the Dreadlands immediately. He can make a 4/4. We can kill the 4/4 and swing. And then next turn we can use the Ifnir Dreadlands to kill off the Scarab God or something else. That's probably the best draw in our deck, to be fair. Like, that's one of the few things that could win it for us. Gods are so disgusting, though. I mean, we've won our fair share of games from gods, so it swings both ways, but hard to deal with for sure. I guess if we draw a land, we can play both the Lethal Sting and use the Ifnir Dreadlands if that ends up being relevant. I don't know that it will, but well, actually, if we draw a land, if he plays a creature, we kill off the Scarab God, kill off that creature. Problem is we swing for 4 because of the Lethal Sting, and then Afflict only takes him to 1 thereafter. We're so close, man. That Wall of Forgotten Pharaohs. If we'd pinged him, Oh. Man. Okay, so he's bringing something back with the trigger. Can't believe it's gonna be the ping. I can't believe it, no. Well, we have to draw a land to do that lane of play too. A little interesting, he does have to put a counter. Just wants the, yeah, I guess that's not that bad. The next turn we can swing first. Ooh, not do anything. I do think we want to keep it for the Deadlands. Go ahead and, well, if we play this, we can sacrifice it. Yeah, that's actually pretty good, I think. So go ahead and play it, sacrifice it to kill off the Manticore, or potentially kill off the Manticore. Get in for 5, or at least 3, depending on how the Afflict works. Next turn we can sack Deadlands. Still need another land for Lethal Sting. I think this is our best line, though. That was a pretty good draw. Let's go ahead and swing with the Eternal. Oop. The auto attack on MTGO always gets me. Just chumps. Yep, so you can get that guy back, but if you play him... So he gets him back. Let's see what my opponent plays. Huh? Alright. Okay, go to 1. See if he's got something. So. Yeah, we were dead either way. Dang. Alright, match 3. What do we have that beats that? Not much. We put up a pretty good fight, though, I think. Maybe we do want the Carrion's Creature as a way to get in less points of damage, potentially. Yeah, maybe we should have Lethal Stinged there. Lethal Stung. I wanted to be able to kill off the Scorpion God next turn, but maybe that was not the play. I still kind of like 3 Lethal Stings. Okay. Just cut this stamina. Alright, seems reasonable. See if we can't sneak this last match. Would like to play first. Also really slow. I think we do keep it. At least we don't have to mulligan again like we did last game. I guess we play the desert first before the canyon slough, because if we find an untapped land, we'd like to play the camel and have the ability up. Land. Yeah, that counts. Twice the desert power. We'd like to find another untapped land so we can play the Omen Eternal, as long as we're dreaming. Yeah, alright. That does deal with the camel fairly well. Untapped land. Almost. Well... yeah, not much to do here other than play another Wretched Camel, I think. Burning Fist Minotaur does blank us pretty well, though, unfortunately. I do have Omen Eternal next turn. Burial Guide. It's a good one. And there's the land. Slightly behind time, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and swing with both. He's gonna be able to get in probably anyway. Is there any merit to playing Soul Stinger over the Eternal? I don't think so. As long as he keeps attacking with the Eternal, this seems pretty good. This is a little bit more mana efficient, but we can't block anyway, which is what Soul Stinger's best at. And killing off a Wretched Camel will make him discard. I don't know if that matters that much at this point. Looks like he's gonna need it for a bit anyway. And who knows? This is a pretty good combination. This might be able to race him. We're already up to Torment for 2. If that becomes relevant. He still has Hour of Devastation next turn, potentially. Ran Archer, okay. Okay. Wonder if we play the Manticore now. We don't have any interaction, unfortunately. Guess let's go ahead and swing with both camels. And the Manticore of the Gauntlet. We're gonna kill off the camel. My opponent discard. We might just hit like a land here, but with any luck, this will be a tough choice for him. We'll get to get a spell out of his hand. Do need to answer to the Aerial Guide awfully fast. Next turn he swings for 4. Could swing for as much as 6. Probably won't, but this guy does represent a pretty fast clock later on. Oh, haha, we're supposed to put that in the stack. Not bad. Or Blaze. That's a card at least. It is 2 damage too. I was just sitting there and not realizing my clock was going down, but that's okay. Strategic planning. Alright. Take our hit. Shush, Kenji. I haven't gotten to play with my, well, that's not even an excuse. I haven't gotten to play with Wretched Cam all that much, but yeah, it's still a trigger. It's not like I've played with cards with triggers before or anything. It's the ruins into the graveyard. Things with everything. Alright. Don't... yeah, that's true. Okay. I don't know if we can really block there. So let's see. We swing with everything. You can't take even one torment. So he pitches two things. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're tormenting for 4 here. We have to pitch 2, sacrifice 2. That's enough lethal, because he'll draw a card, can use this and that. That's still enough. Is there a way out of this? I guess we can torment and see. The problem is this guy just gets in the air. I think we have to do it. Hope my opponent misplays. I don't think we have another line. I guess we could swing with these guys and hope my opponent blocks. Yeah. Okay. It's actually worse for us. I was a little bit worried he'd do that. Because now we can take extra hits from Hailfire. So he can take 2 now. You know, let's pitch his 2 cards and that's the game. Yeah. The only real hope was that he blocks like the Wretched Camel there, but again, we were kind of hoping he'd misplay either way. Dang. So close. So close. Well, our second game was definitely a little bit sloppy. I think we played this one about as well as we could have. We couldn't beat the Aerial Guide Burning Fist Minotaur. We have a lot of removal in this deck, but did not find it. Oh. What? What? Got rid of Burning Fist? I guess maybe it doesn't matter, but maybe the misplay was real? Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. Darn. So close, both games. That's alright. See you guys for match 2.